It's time to rise, yo. From the factory floors to the scenes we sow, Aaron Wall's in the game, you already know. From factory floors to fields of green, Aaron Walls chased down his dream. With mower blades and hands held high, he carved his path beneath the sky. Grinding in the dirt, sweat on his brow, turning barren patches into beauty now. Making creeds out of echoes, tunes from the ground. In every blade of grass, his passion is found. Landscape roots, where stories grow. Through sweat and soil, the passion shows. On Turf's Up Radio, hear the call. With Aaron Walls, we rise, we sprawl. He speaks of trials, lessons learned, of businesses built and bridges burned. From lighting lawns to festive flair, his voice inspires, his mission's clear. Creating gardens where dreams can sprout. With every cut he makes, he eases doubt, turning visions to reality, making them right. With grit and determination, he climbs the height. Landscape roots, where stories grow. Through sweat and soil, the passion shows. On Turf's Up Radio, hear the call. With Aaron Walls, we rise, we sprawl. So tune in early, start your day with tales that guide and light the way. No matter where your journey starts, Landscaper Roots will touch your heart. Building up the dream, laying every stone. With every cracked pot and leaf overgrown. In every yard, new worlds unfolding. Morning light, stories told. From the first light of dawn till the sky turns red. Aaron works his magic, passion widespread. He's got the tools, the crew, the drive. Creating landscapes where love can thrive. Teaching us the value of labor's embrace. Nature's design is our saving grace. Landscaper roots, where stories grow. Through sweat and soil, the passion shows. On Turf's Up Radio, hear the call. With Aaron Walls, we rise, we sprawl. Landscaper roots, yeah, where dreams take flight. In every yard we find the light. With Aaron Walls, the path is true. Digging deep, we grow anew. So come along for the ride, let's cultivate. Together we'll flourish, it's never too late.
Shit, I was daydreaming. My bad. Good morning. We're here live and early, not paying attention to what's going on. We have a lot of excitement going on, a lot of good news. Anyway,
This is Tony from Tony's Lawn Care, and you're listening to Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
This is Steve with Sam Trucking and Excavating. You're listening to Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
This is Logan Rickard with Integrity Nursery. You're listening to Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
This is PJ Broniker. I am a homeowner. You're listening to Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
that's right. Oh boy. Aaron Walls, Landscaper Roots, thanks for joining in to Turf's Up Radio, where we talk about gambling. It's almost hockey season. Good morning, Mike. It is going to be a chilly day, boys. 82 degrees. Grab your hoodies, because it's coming. Fall is right around the corner. Aeration, overseeding, all kinds of crazy stuff. But first, let's get into scores. Let's see if anybody did any gambling. Did you do any gambling? Well, October's almost here. You know what October means? Baseball's almost over. Basketball starts. I believe hockey starts right around the corner as well. Right after I think hockey does start before basketball. I can't remember now. I don't know. What I do know is the Yankees took down the Tampa Bay Rays, and I don't know why it went blank. Made me sound like an idiot. October, that's what I thought. Let's see. MLB. Yesterday. Yankees. Rays. Yankees over the Rays. Braves over the Reds. Listen to the score. The Braves beat the Reds 12-11. That's the old football scores, ain't it? That's a rugby score. Rangers got zipped out by the Mariners 6-0. And that was it on Thursday, because let me tell you why. Why was there only a few baseball games on? And that's because the Giant was back in town. What's that mean? Football, the Hall of Fame game, preseason. You got two of the weirdest coaches on earth, whom one I love, Jim Harbaugh, brought the glory land, the big cheese, the big trophy back to Ann Arbor. He led the Chargers to a 34-7 win over the Lions in a preseason matchup. What's that mean? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Preseason ain't shit. But it does let you know what type of season's coming on. So, July is gone, guys. You don't get it back. You know what we don't get back? Time. July's over with. You'll never get it back in 2025. So if you didn't win in July, now's your chance to start in August. What can we do differently in August to be a winner? I would say mid-July, phone calls really started to die off. August, not really expecting a whole lot. I'm really not. I really don't think I'm going to get anything too big or too new. And to be honest, I look forward to it. I do. I don't know if you look forward to slow times, but I do. I do because I'm solo, and that makes me a dumbass. So, if you're listening to this, full disclaimer, do not run your business, landscaping, lawn care, any type of life-altering decisions. Do not make them based off of my show. I am not a martyr. My show is for entertainment purposes only, not for guidance. No advice given here at all. Turfs Up Radio will not be held responsible. Neither will Landscaper Roots or Purple Walrus or anything like that. So yeah, whatever. Disclaimers out of the way. PGA Tour. Look who's leading the pack. Absolutely nobody we know. So let's just do the names we can pronounce. The Americans are Damon, Hubbard, Young, Messner, Castillo, Phillips, Spieth. Hodges, Goodwin, Peterson, and that's it in the top 10. So there's probably 12 tied for 8th. There's one at 7th. There's 4 tied for 3rd. Here's why I bring up golf a lot. So we kind of got a baseline here. So this is what I'll do. I'll take $1 bet, and I will bet on all the Americans to win the round. So that would be Hubbard, Young, Messner. They're the only ones close enough. Damon is leading, so that means there will be pretty much zero money on Damon. So I won't put any money on him, but I will put a few dollars on the other guys coming in. Coming in hot. They're coming in hot, guys. I don't know where the hell they're playing at, though. It doesn't say. I don't know where the Wyndham Championship is. I don't know where its location. It can't be. There must be a big one coming up if the big dogs are not playing in, because usually you see Scheffler in here, and he puts pretty much a baseline in here of like, okay, if Scheffler's not in it, then all the big dogs in it. I don't see. This must not be a big one because I don't know why it's got an $8 million purse. That's a big dog right there. That's a lot of money. Oh well. I mean, I would. I'd play if I had 8 million in grabs. And I was a professional, but I guess I'm not in their place. That's why I'm talking about lawn care and buying a hot dog cart. Mike said August is historically a heavy lead month for him. I have gotten large ticket items in August every year. One large ticket. I know I did a full renovation of a lawn and a backyard pool a couple of years ago. Got a couple of lighting jobs. So I guess we'll see what presents itself. I have no idea what it's going to bring, but it is the first. We don't know. We might hit it hard. I do know at the very end of this month, I will be doing Christmas lights. So, I don't know what you're doing, but the crowd loves it. Christmas lights. I know. I feel the same way, boys. There we go. Uh-oh, the wife's up. Saw the Ring camera go off. Let me pull up our board. Pull up our information board. Pappy, lay down. And quit licking that. Good boy. Here you go. Ugh. Man, they go to town on them things, don't they? Dogs are, they're a silly dude. Super silly guys. All right, here we go. Been wanting to do this. Nope, that ain't it. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Can't find it. That's okay. There's some new things I'm supposed to play, and digging around and finding these things is always easy. Not. It's actually kind of overwhelming for someone like me. That's not it. Maybe this is it. Let's see what this one does. Stick around. Let me see it. Hang on.
In a city of shadows where the air's gone stale, we rise from the ashes, hear the green tail. Concrete jungles choking, but we'll break free. Project Evergreen, come and walk with me. Hand in hand, together we'll fight, turning gray to green, igniting the night with trees in the ground and life in the dirt. We're on a mission, planting seeds where we hurt. Project Evergreen, we'll stand as one. Cool the air, brighten the sun. Together we thrive, green spaces power. Building a better world, hour by hour. From parks to our yards, communities rise. Got our hearts in the soil, looking up at the skies. From city blocks to the mountains that tower. Project Evergreen gives us hope by the hour. Green care for communities, spreading the seeds. Rebuilding the earth, meeting nature's needs. We wear our colors proudly green and true. Creating a legacy in everything we do. Project Evergreen, we'll stand as one. Cool the air, brighten the sun. Together we thrive, green spaces power. Creating a cooler, happier hour. So let's break the chains that bind us to gray. Reclaim the earth, make it vibrant, let's play. Breathe in the life, exhale all the doubt. With every new leaf, there's no turning back now. The roots were planted long before our time. Echoes of nature will always chime. So gather round, friends, let's get to work. For a healthier future, let our spirits lurk. every new sapling, we'll watch the growth. Together we rise, we're making an oath. Hand in hand in this fight, we're never alone. Project Evergreen, welcome to our home. From troops to communities, let's nurture the ground. In the heart of the city, new life can be found. It's more than just green, it's a lifestyle change. With passion and purpose, together we've ranged. So here's to the future, green and bright. With Project Evergreen, we'll ignite the night. We'll plan for tomorrow with hope in our hearts, turning concrete to life. We're playing our part. Join us in the journey, let's make it last. Project Evergreen, together we'll blast.
There we go. Nobody daydreams more than Aaron Walls during all these songs. Turfs Up Radio album is due out and set to drop September of 26. Darren will be lead vocals. You got Wayner on the drums. And more will be revealed, right? So, tell you how my day went. I'm gonna bust it down like this. Yesterday, cruising. You know what I mean? Cruising right along. Just hanging out, doing my thing, cutting lawns, bang, bang. You know what I mean? I'm awesome. I'm cool. Cutting grass by myself. That makes me awesome. So I was doing that all day. And all day rolled around. It was looking like I was making a pretty good time. And then bam. On my way to mow the last one, two old ladies and another lady come outside. One of the old ladies says, "Hey, are you doing anything right now?" Sweat pouring off of me. Pouring. But you could tell they're older. By older, I mean, yeah, they're probably pushing 90. And I know who they are. I'm just painting a picture, though. They look like they're wore out from coming outside. And I mean, opening the door and coming outside looks like that wore them out. So here I got a sun hat on. I'm on a lawnmower. Am I doing anything? Of course not. These 3 lawns you just see me knock out. I love it. It's hot. Let's talk. What do you got for me? You know what? Let's stand out here in direct sunlight with a few of these sweat bees swarming around. What type of good conversation can we cook up out here? Well, I was wondering if you could help me move a mattress. Fuck yes, I've got time. Let me park this mower and put this weed eater over here. You wouldn't happen to have a towel to wipe all the sweat off my glasses and eyes, would you? But no, I've got time to do this. Let's do this. Where's this mattress at? Oh, sit down and take a break first. You look hot. Oh, good. Now you want me to take a break. All right, before we do that, well, you know what? How about we go ahead and get this fucking mattress moved? Because I've got all the time in the world, lady. I do. I got time. I can do this. No, that's not what was going through my mind. I couldn't wait to help. I love helping. Helping is not a big deal. It's great. But that's how it went. The end of my day went like that. And then I help him move the mattress and all this and that. There's some lady was getting something together for wounded veterans. She's supposed to let me know because she was asking about the Greenworks lawnmower. So telling her about it. And that, yeah. Anyway, I was telling her about that. And then the other neighbor come over. He's like, "Hey, you do anything?" No. I mean, today's weird. I don't know why everybody's asking if I'm doing anything, but I am. I'm kind of doing something, but whatever. What do you got? Somebody used my weed eater. They haven't brought it back. I said, well, I got two. Take one of mine. I'll pick it up next week. He's like, no, I think I'm going to pay you to do it. Well, I really don't have time. Well, how about I pay you what you charge to mow a lawn and you just weed eat my yard? It's like, do you guys turn that stuff down? Do you? Normally I do, but I was like, you know what? My day's already cooked. Why not run it? Why not ruin it with some extra money? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. That's not what I meant. There's nothing wrong with money. I love money. We do. We love money. But that's how my day was going. So I go over there, do that for him. Mind you, I still have that last lawn I need to mow, which was going to get me done early. Now, getting done early is out the window, and I'm actually starting on it later than what I normally do. I'm like, well, you know what? This is the way it is. So I walk back over to the truck. Then the health department calls. I'm like, I need this call, but gosh damn. Yeah. Yeah, so I take the call. She starts. So there's a lot of education that goes in, and I have to have a food safety handler course for Indiana. So here's the thing: the easiest way to get in and just get the ball rolling is to open up in Cannleton, Indiana. So the health department for Indiana will be at Cannleton, Indiana. Now I can't do Tell City, Indiana until I get a approval from the Indiana Health Department, and they won't do that without that certificate. Well, what's that mean? That means I got to open up somewhere else, get the go ahead, and then once I get the go ahead, I can go and Tell City, which they have a fair the following day. They have one Friday, Saturday. Or wait, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now, if I can open up Friday afternoon, I don't care if I sell one hot dog. I just need the health department to say, Aaron, you're good. You did it. You made it. It's high five. That's what I'm going for. That way I can open up Saturday. I'm thinking about 6:30, and I know it sounds late. Here's why. Here is why. People will walk from the fair all the way down to Brownies. They've been doing it for decades. I was a kid when the Schweitzerfest went on, and I remember having to go to the beer garden to get my dad. Hey, Dad, what's going on in there? Nothing. Go play. And then we'd go play in the Schweitzerfest, which is a carnival, basically. And once it would shut down, everybody would go from the beer garden and they would walk all the way down to Brownies. Now, normally, the city would bust your ass for public intox. But how are they going to bust 2,000 or 3,000 drunkards walking 2 blocks to Brownies? I want to set up in between there. Hey, pit stop, get your hot dogs here. That's what I want. So that's why I'm setting up in Cannleton next Friday. Pretty much like a soft opening. I'm going to have chili sauerkraut and some onions on the cart. That's it. The following day, I want to bang it out. Sauerkraut and chili only. We're going to streamline this. We're going to hit these drunks hard, and we're going to hit them hard in the face. All right, guys? You're going to root me on. It's going to look like a boxer. I'm going to be in there slinging hot dogs. Hot dog time. I'm going to be throwing them out like dollar bills. Here, get your hot dog. They're going to catch them in their mouth. Now I'm going to go back to the truck and, spray water all over my face like a boxer. Now I'm going to get back in there for round 2. And just as they're walking by, hitting them with hot dogs. Bang, 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 bang. Hot dog guy. Hey, you're the hot dog guy, right? Absolutely. What do you want? You want a dog? Let's do it. Where are you going? Dogs are over here. that's the goal, or that's me being hopeful. Let's see how it goes. My stepdad's got a small generator, one of the little Honda ones. I want to use one of them and run a little warmer, maybe. Radio, a little bit of a radio, a little bit of boombox. Hey, we're going to play some Morgan Wallen. Do you have a food truck now? I have a hot dog cart. Look, maybe someone's listening in. I don't know. Let's let this guy know. If you listening in, I got a little bit of buddy texting in. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, somebody curious if I got a hot dog cart or food truck. Yes, I do. Where was I? Look, where I was isn't important. What's important is, what's more important is that you guys listen to this. And this is great. Don't go too far.
Lawn and Landscape Pros, are you ready to run your business instead of it running you? Then it's time to join the Profit Circle. Led by Wayne the Profit Voles, this business coaching group helps you grow and profit by mastering the real stuff. Selling, marketing, advertising, cost calculation, bidding, contracts, customer and employee relationships, scaling your business, and more. If you're ready to become more profitable and more successful, joining is easy. Just head to profitsrs.com, that's profitsareus.com, and click the Join the Profit Circle button right on the homepage. Because remember, profit is not a dirty word.
That's right, profit's not a dirty word. Anyway, we're back. We're back and we're doing it, baby. We're back. So let's whiteboard this thing. You know what? Nothing gets more YouTube views than a whiteboard. So let's whiteboard this shit. All right, picture me in front of a whiteboard with a marker. I'm looking real educatable. I'm going to educate you guys on how to start, run, and operate a hot dog cart. It's a fucking lie. Do not listen to that. I don't know what I'm doing. So we're not going to whiteboard this. We're going to try and recap this. Last week I've called the health department, try to get all that going. Come up short a couple of times. This week, come up short a couple of times, fast forward. I would say within about a month or two, I heard about a hot dog on a hot dog cart, and here we are starting one. It's insane, ain't it? It's insanity. Or is it? I have a dream. I don't really know what my dream is. It just seems cool. If anything, here we go. I just sold my first hot dog course. Whiteboard. Someone just, this is amazing. This is why God is amazing. Here it is. I am now an educator. Just got my first $1,200 request. This is getting even better. Thank you, Mike. Mike, let me hit you up with a Venmo so we don't even pay the old taxes on it. I'm just kidding. We would pay taxes on our course. Of course. So, listen, whether you're opening a hot dog stand or launching a new lawn care service, there's a moment when the dream turns into a deadline. That's where I'm at. I have the deadline. I've put it out there in the space. I'm either going to make it or I ain't. I'm going to fail or succeed. I've got two options. Make it or don't. And I'm pretty sure it's giving me bubble guts over it. I secured the parking lot. I talked to the gentleman. It's a fireworks parking lot. So the guy sells fireworks for a living, right? And he's got a giant store. It's August. You think he's selling any fireworks? Hell no. So I called him. I said, hey, Mr. Firework Man, you got any whisker do's or whisker don'ts? Snakes? Twizzlers? You got anything like that? And then I said, I'm starting a hot dog cart. Can I use your parking lot? He said, sure. But here's the thing. When it's fireworks season, it's fireworks season, which meant don't be in my parking lot. Sounds kind of cool. I can manage that. So I got the go ahead. I needed a spot, found one. It's right by the bridge. It's go time, boys. Girls, whoever's listening, we're here. Sitting with the health department yesterday. I need to tell you about my day. So I did finally get that lawn mowed. After I spoke with the health department, she said, hey, if I'm not here, I'm going to leave. This is important why I'm telling you this. This is super important because sometimes people don't take you serious. They don't. They don't take you serious at all. So after she said, hey, or your time, they don't take your time serious. She said, hey, I'll leave an application here for you to get a food permit. And that's it's weird how they do food permits. Like, you can't serve food to the public until you get a food permit. And you can't get a food permit until you tell the public you're going to set up and sell food. It's like, man, this is fucking weird. I'm like, I'm kind of confused here. You want me to sell to the public first before I get a permit? Yeah. But I will be there right before you sell to the public. I'm like, why don't I just do a mock setup here in my parking lot? Doesn't work like that. Okay, well, so here we are. I told the public, I'm opening up at 11. I'm telling her I'm opening up at 10. Why? Because I want her out of the way. I don't want someone looking at me, get ready to buy a hot dog, and I got this lady looking at me going, no. See, you can't do that. I don't want that in front of any customers. So, one of my buddies is going to be off work, and he's going to show up about 10:15. And he's going to be like, you got hot dogs? You know what I mean? I need it to look a certain way so I can go ahead and get this process out of the way so I can start doing my thing. I don't like an audience looking at me doing something new because I don't like being corrected in front of people. I don't. It's embarrassing. So after talking with her, she said, hey, I might not be here, but what I will do is leave you an application. Important, right? Aaron mows grass. Bang, bang. Aaron's awesome. Oh, I load him mow grass. I hadn't had a lunch break, so I finally get done about 2. I'm hot. Looking around, I'm like, Aaron, what do you think about your quality? And then Aaron looks at Aaron and he's like, dude, who cares? Get in that truck and get the fuck out of here. This took way too long. You're on the street. Way too long. Get out of here. Leave your blower, mower. It doesn't matter. Get in that truck and go. That's what I did. I went home. Why is this important? Go home. Wife and kids are here. They're telling me about the funeral. And I'm feeling like a big piece of shit because I didn't go. And I had to get these lawns done. And I have a commitment tomorrow that I have to do, which is today. The commitment today is just as important or more importanter. So I had to make a choice. Go yesterday or go today. Today was more importanter. So I made the decision. Anyway, there's just things in life. We can't do it all. We can't be everywhere. That's the truth bomb for Aaron's show. You can't be everywhere at once. It's fucking possible. You gotta make a decision. The decision was made. After that, I eat lunch. And then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go over here to the health department, pick up this application. She said she left me one. So I drive all the way over there. And I've also got to get a cake for a birthday. So I'm also on a time limit now because they close at 4. So I get there at 3. Health department. Walk in. I say, hey, I'm looking for so-and-so. Oh, she's not here. I'm like, all right, well, that's fine. She left me a application. Do you know where that's at? They look at me, awkward silence, are like, "We don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, "Well, do you know where they're at?" Another awkward silence. She left me a application, just trying to spark a memory for these people, and they're like, "Nah, not happening." You know what I mean? They just it's this blank look and stare. All this it's awkward, and now I'm also hot, tired, and on a time crunch. So I'm like, "Fuck, these people are pissing me off bad." So she obviously didn't leave one, or they don't care that she left one, and they're not getting up from their desk. It's not happening. Ain't getting up. They said, "Well, we close at 4. So it's 3:05. Mr. In a hurry. She should be back around 20 minutes." I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta get this cake too." So I leave, go to Walmart, get a cake, say, "Can you please put this, this, and this on the cake?" And here I am dancing around in a circle thinking, "Gosh, I'm gonna have to do this again tomorrow." And I drive 20 minutes back to Walmart, or not to Walmart, to the health department. And then they're like, "Oh, yeah, she's here. She's waiting on you." Now what's it do? Rolls over to 4, and then here I am getting all these things and asking all these questions, and it's way later. Way, way, way later than I had anticipated, which created more tension and all. It's just, they don't care about your time. It's not important to them. It's really not. Your time is not important to anybody else. I just want you to know that. It's only as important as they make it, and that's it. And I was not a priority, and it pissed me off, especially being hot. "Pappy, sit down. You're making me nervous. Just lay down. Pappy, lay down. You're making me nervous. I'm on a roll here. Thank you." Anyway, so think back. When was your go time? When was your go time moment in business? So after sitting down with her, my hands were sweating. I'm like, "Fuck, I'm really doing this. I'm really hot dog carting it up." And she's going through all these things you can and can't do. And I'm like, you know what? To be honest, I know nothing about food. I got a sister that owns a restaurant, and I got a sister that manages it. She's like, "Yeah, I know them," because she oversees the I don't know, the A, B, C, D ratings or whatever. She does all that for them. She's like, "I know them very well." I'm like, "Yeah, they're going to be doing the cooking for me. I'm not cooking. I'm just personable. I know how to be personable. I feel like I'm good at that." And so when it comes to cooking flavors and all this and that, I'm basically just a server. My sisters are going to cook. They've been cooking since I was little, and they're younger than me. Me and my brother, we didn't do that. I'm not saying it's their role, so don't freak out on me. They're good at it. They've been doing it since they were little, is what I'm saying. They're good. They're good at what they do. Running out of words here. Let's see here. Before my mouth gets super dry. Let's go back to this and let's get a shot in here. And this needs to be played because this is coming up soon. This is very, very soon. I'm pretty sure the boys are going down there.
Finding and keeping great employees is one of the biggest challenges in the green industry, and TNLA is making it easier. At the Nursery Landscape Expo 2025 in San Antonio, you can connect with the next generation of talent. Join the student and intern meet and greet and internship poster session on Tuesday, August 6th. A chance to talk with students ready to join your team. Plus, poster openings on the TNLA job board right at the show. It's all happening at the Nursery Landscape Expo 2025, where the future of your workforce takes root. Learn more at nurserylandscapeexpo.org or call 512-579-3864.
Turn my mic off. I was talking again. Did you guys hear what I said? I know you didn't, because I have my mic off. You're welcome. This is the type of host you got here on Turfs Up Radio. You're welcome. I tell you what, I do what I can around here. It ain't much. I feel like I'm pretty good at showing up, though, like this thing. This Turfs Up thing. A lot of you guys get up and you just listen. It's almost like it's part of your routine. Wayner, I am working on getting that. So here's the thing, Wayner. Shout out to Wayne and Daniel. These guys are about as consistent as the clock. You can expect a clock to be 5 o'clock every day, twice a day, or 4 o'clock. Like, these guys are consistent with what they do with their business, what they do with the radio, what they do with helping people. Wayne and Daniel are on it. You guys are killing it. I look up to you guys. So good job, boys. And I will be working on getting it up there to Louisville. But first we start with Camden, Indiana. I'm gonna call the health department in Kentucky when he gets back on from vacation Monday and say, hey, I will be opening up over here. I don't know if it's able, but you could come check it out here, and I would love to open up over here. But they were also very, very confused in the health department. I said, hey, I'm not allowed to sell chili in Kentucky. They got a lot more regulations. She said, that's weird because canned chili, there's very, very little risk. The people that actually make the chili and put it inside of a can have taken all the risk. The people that make the hot dogs and put them in a package have taken all the risk. You just have to sell it. So I can't understand why you're not allowed to sell chili in Kentucky. That sounds very odd to me. But, you know, why would she pay attention to Kentucky's health codes? Because she's not in Kentucky. She's got enough on her plate. So maybe it did sound weird. A lot to think about, right? It is. But I feel like I'm really good at showing up. Okay? My grass people know on Tuesday that Aaron's going to be here about this time. So in springtime, that's jumbled up a little bit. It's like taking bananas, blueberries, protein powder, psyllium fiber, water, putting it all in a blender and hitting a button, and then you get a great smoothie. That's what my schedule looks like in the springtime, but it will level out once spring is gone. They pretty much set your clock to when I'm going to show up. Same thing with lights. If I tell somebody I'm going to do lights, I will show up. I'm pretty good at showing up, like the radio. I think this is part of some of you guys' schedules. You're already out there cutting that grass or in an office or on your way to work or loading plants. You know that you can turn this on and I'm going to be on here. Whether the information is good or not, it's really your opinion. But I feel like I'm pretty good at showing up. So I think if I tell people I'm going to show up at a certain place, I'm going to do it. And my guess is quality might suffer the first couple of times because I just don't know. And I think that's where I need to be more personable than ever before. Speaking hot dog language. What is it? I don't know. I guess I'm going to learn it. Sell some drinks and some hot dogs. What's a goal look like? What's it look like when you set it? What's it look like when you achieve it? I don't know. I'm going out to try and achieve it. Failure could be the option. I don't want it to be. I definitely don't want it to be. I do fear failure. Been talking about that all week. Daniel's been talking about it. Wayner, he mentioned it a few times. Fear can do a lot of things. It can create a lot of issues. Stress us out. But my goal is to show up for sure and deliver the best part that I can. Menu. I don't have a menu. I got to get a menu board. There's a couple of items I still want to go out and buy to get set up and ready to go. We'll do that. Pappy, you got to relax. You got to relax or you're going on dog Adderall. I don't know what it is this morning, but yeah, you're going to have to cool it. Stressing me out. Let's give you a cup of coffee. Let's see. So I would assume they're expecting fast service. What does a hot dog cart line expect when people are in line for a hot dog? I'm assuming quick service or a good hot dog, of course, but nobody's walking up to a hot dog stand going, "What's the healthiest hot dog you got?" It's over there at Walmart in the salad section. We don't serve it here. Okay. All right, let's see what Wayner's got. Wayner's chiming in here. Thanks, Big D. Um, um, Next Friday is my first day out, Wayne. 11 a.m. my time. And then if the health department approves that I can actually run at 11 a.m., they'll give me a certificate or whatever. And then I'm going to take all that information up to Tell City and hopefully do it again Saturday in Tell City. But Tell City's a little tighter. I don't know why they're so much tighter, but I guess they feel like, you know what? I grew up in Tell City and people in Tell City did feel like they were better than others. They did. So I can see why they want their piece of the pie. Most counties don't want money to operate a food cart or a food permit, but Tell City does. I don't know why. I guess it's kind of good. It deters the little guys, but just know they got a little bit of grass cutting money so I can pay for this permit. So I'm not broke, guys. That's what I wanted to say. Next Friday, August 8th would be the first day. And then if they approve it, it would be the following day. That would be the 9th. And it would be in the evening. That's the plans. We all have a plan until we get punched in the mouth, right? Mike Tyson had a pretty good shot on that. Pretty good idea. Pretty basic plan. So I guess I got to ask myself, am I trying to impress people or just feed them a really good hot dog? Here's another question I got to ask myself. Is a large menu about them having options or is it about my fear of not having enough? I don't know. I think it's simple menu is probably the way I'm going to go. Same in lawn care. Do you mow, edge, fertilize, install fences, clean gutters, do pressure washing, add babysitting, customer's dog, or do you stay in your lane and get great at it? What's your options? What can you do? So I think I'll just stay small. I'm just going to try and nail this experience. I can add things later, but here's what I'm heading out to do in Kendleton. I'm going to have a hot dog in one pan. I'm going to have chili in the next one right next to it. Up here, we're going to have sauerkraut. And underneath that, we're going to have an onion sauce. All that fits in this compact area. That's it. Nothing more. I think I might put jalapenos at the end of the stand because I don't want to smell them. I don't want people spilling it anywhere near me or dropping the juices and all that anywhere near anything. So I'll put some jalapenos back there, but I'll have some cheese in a squirt bottle and mustard and all that by me. I really want to control the experience by having everything up there by me other than the hot peppers. Hot peppers will be at the end. So I think that's about it for this morning. I think we had a great week here on Landscaper Roots. Stay tuned. I think Eric is on today. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I guess he would let me know. If he's listening in, he'll let me know. If he's not listening in, he won't let me know. After him, we got Big D. He is batting third. And then Wayne's coming in with cleanup. And then Darren might be on. I don't know. I don't know everybody's schedule. I do know that I don't know. There's some that can hold consistency and some have some other commitments that need to be met. And we love everyone for their participation. So, you guys are great. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Aaron Walls with the Landscaper Roots. Come back Monday.
It's time to rise, yo. From the factory floors to the scenes we sow. Aaron Wall's in the game, you already know. From factory floors to fields of green, Aaron Walls chased down his dream. With mower blades and hands held high, he carved his path beneath the sky. Grinding in the dirt, sweat on his brow, turning barren patches into beauty now. Making creeds out of echoes, tunes from the ground. In every blade of grass, his passion is found. Landscaper roots, where stories grow. Through sweat and soil, the passion shows. On Turf's Up Radio, hear the call. With Aaron Walls, we rise, we sprawl. He speaks of trials, lessons learned, of businesses built and bridges burned. From lighting lawns to festive flair, his voice inspires, his mission's clear. Creating gardens where dreams can sprout. With every cut he makes, he eases doubt, turning visions to reality, making them right. With grit and determination, he climbs the height. Landscaper roots, where stories grow. Through sweat and soil, the passion shows. On Turf's Up Radio, hear the call. With Aaron Walls, we rise, we sprawl. So tune in early, start your day with tales that guide and light the way. No matter where your journey starts, Landscaper Roots will touch your heart. Building up the dream, laying every stone. With every cracked pot and leaf overgrown. In every yard, new worlds unfolding. Morning light, stories told. From the first light of dawn till the sky turns red. Aaron works his magic, passion widespread. He's got the tools, the crew, the drive. Creating landscapes where love can thrive. Teaching us the value of labor's embrace. Nature's design is our saving grace. Landscaper roots, where stories grow. Through sweat and soil, the passion shows. On Turf's Up Radio, hear the call. With Aaron Walls, we rise, we sprawl. Landscaper roots, yeah, where dreams take flight. In every yard we find the light. With Aaron Walls, the path is true. Digging deep, we grow anew. So come along for the ride, let's cultivate. Together we'll flourish, it's never too late.